Ninjani, Mulweni, Afsheni, Tobelanda. Guys, today we have introduction to law ILW1501. And we'll be answering some questions so that I'll try to answer many questions so that you know what to expect and how to answer questions in the examination. So let's start. Let's see this one. Maybe if we can start here. Melissa and Nasiri are mixed race couple. They have just moved into their dream home in an airlight but very traditional neighborhood. Their neighbors ignore them, and some even openly voice their disapproval of their couple's relationship. The normative system applicable, so we have a law, religion, individual morality, community morals. Morals is a community morality. Then you can see that these are mixed race couple and they have just moved to the traditional neighborhood. So it means that they may not like the people from the mixed race couple. They may not like those kind of a relationship, because since it's the traditional one, like in South Africa, is the colored people, if they live to the courtesy of the black people, they still have this one of the voicing of disapproval on all, because they are not accepted so well. However, it's still something that is part of the normative system. So here, there's nothing to do with the law. There's no law here. There's nothing to do with religion. There's nothing that talks about religion. Whether there is individual morality, there is some individual morality, but since this is dealing with the people in the neighborhood, whether there's such tradition, therefore this question will be all based on the community morals. Then let's go to question number 2. I want to answer those questions that are hard. Samantha recently completed her law degree and asked her friend Mary to lend her 1,000 rand, so that she can buy a beautiful dress to wear at a graduation. Mary agrees on a condition that Samantha gives her the sound system as a security for the debt. As soon as Samantha repays Mary the 1,000 rand, Mary will return the sound system to Samantha. The above agreement between Samantha and Mary is known as, number 1, we have a servitude, pledge, real right, personality right. Let's go and try to answer this question. There is a course called PVL1501, the law of property. You are going to do it when you are doing the 3rd year, right? PVL1501, the law of property. You are going to be doing it, the law of property, right? We have something, we call it a real right. Since that question has the 2 rights, we'll write it as the 2 rights. Real right, and okay, let me put it like this. Let me put a personal right here. And let me try to, so that they can fit. So, okay, or let me put it this side, this way, in order for you to understand. Okay, let me put it by the table anyway. Yeah, let me create a table. And yeah, we have a real right and we have a personal right, right? Real right is based on the ownership, whereas personal right is based on the performance, right? This one is based on the ownership, this one is based on the performance, right? Now, let me do this. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, let me just do this. Yes. So as a result of that, now let's put it into the context in order for you to understand. Here on this question, we have a Samantha, right? We have Samantha, and let's go back to the question in order for you to understand. They said that Samantha wants to be lent 100,000 rand, so he doesn't own 1,000 rand, so that she can buy a beautiful dress. She agrees that she will give sound system, right? It means that now when we deal with question, we'll be saying that Samantha, when we deal with a real right, Samantha here, the way she's been portrayed, she has the ownership of the sound system, right? Sound system. You can see here, Samantha has the real right, because real right is the right of ownership, which you have ownership towards something. So Samantha has the real right, which means that he has a real relation, which he has ownership of the system, right? And then the question is also talking about someone, Mary. The Mary has 1,000 rand. It means that Mary is owning 1,000 rand. Mary has 1,000 rand, right? Let's put it for Mary. Let's go this side and put a Mary. And then on the other side, we have a Mary. Mary has ownership, has a real right, whereas money cannot be an asset. However, in this scenario, I will just put it as Mary as the person who has a real right since he's the owner. So she has 1,000 rand. So this is how you understand this one. Samantha is the owner of sound system. Mary is the owner of 1,000 rand. Then Samantha wants 1,000 rand to buy a dress. In order to buy a dress, since she doesn't have money, she wants this. Remember, we already have a real right, which is the right of sound system. We already have a real right, which is the right of money between those. But we have never had a performance because these two has never been going to the performance. Now Samantha went to the Mary and said that lend me 1,000 rand. Right? Now let's do this one in order for you to understand. Now Mary took 1,000 rand and gave Samantha. Right? Mary took 1,000 rand and gave Samantha. Let's just say this. Mary took 1,000 rand and gave Samantha. Right? This thing is very important because you are going to be doing it very soon. Then Mary took 1,000 rand and gave Samantha. Samantha took the sound system and gave Mary. That if when I get 1,000 rand, I will give you back and you will give. It means that now, because of the performance of these two, they entered into a performance. It means that Mary has a personal right or a limited right against the sound system. whereas Samantha has a limited right against the money. So this sound system was used as a security for the debt, meaning that Mary has a limited right over the sound system, where so that she cannot sell the sound, but she could enjoy but not sell the sound. As a result of this, there is a performance because these two has made a performance, and this performance has resulted in what we call a pledge. This result a pledge. When you give money as a machonisa to the other person, it's called a pledge. So there was a pledge of the money, and the pledge has taken place because this has provided a security for the debt, which gives rise to the limited rights, and then there is a performance that has taken place out of the contract. According to the condition of the contract give rise to personal rights. Personal right is also existed out of the contract. Since personal right existed out of the contract, it means that now pledge has taken place. So as a result of that, we'll go here and say this is a pledge that has taken place. It has nothing to do, yes, there is a real right, which is the sound system by Samantha, real right, Mary with 1,000 rand. However, that real right, when they finalize the deals, it gives rise to personality rights. But since this one arrangement gives rise to the pledge, so it means that this one is a pledge. Then pledge is the correct answer. Let's go to number. Okay, when we still come into this question, now let's go. If this one now we changed, we said that Mary owned the land. Mary has the land, and then this one doesn't own a sound system. This one owns the land too. Then when he owns the land, this one goes to Mary and said, I'm not willing to pass. If I want to use your land as a way to pass through your land in order to go to another areas. Then Mary agreed that, okay, use my land to pass through to go to other area. This means that this one, Samantha, it will give rise to the servitude. When there's a land involved asking for the way, when there is a right of a properties to live in, it gives rise the habitual. It gives rise to the servitude. However, you are still going to learn much in the PVL 3701. For now, just know this legal information. Then let's go to another question. Now, question 3. Which of the following is an example of a country where the civil law legal families applies? Remember, a civil law doesn't exist in South Africa. Then number 1, we have the communist China. Number 2, we have America. Number 3, we have England. Number 4, we have Germany. However, I don't want to deal with these questions much because those kind of questions are easier to find. So let me just give you an answer and then we move to another question. As you can see, the Romano and Germanic were called the civil law families. So let's go to another question. Here the answer is Germany. Let's go to another question. Karel and Marty entered into an agreement. When you enter into an agreement, there's a personal right. Personal right give rise out of the contract. Contract is formed by agreement. So when there's agreement, there's a personal right. So they entered into an agreement, personal right has already existed. With the new Vision's kitchen to renovate their kitchen, they agreed. When you agreed, there's a personal right. That new Vision kitchen will replace their old stove with a new Easy Cook stove. The new stove will have a 2-year guarantee. Karel and Marty could not wait to try out the new stove and invited their best friend for dinner. To their utter disappointment and anger, the oven failed before the meal was cooked. They had to go to a restaurant for a dinner instead. The following day, Karel's brother who repairs electrical appliance, looked at the stove and told him that it was not a new stove. When Karel found new versions kitchens, they refused to speak to him. To make matters worse, it appeared that they had destroyed a fish pond with exclusive species of fish in Karel's garden by dumping some of the building rubble in it. So I've already told you about the personal right? Then this question is asking about which main division of the law is applicable to this scenario. We have a public law, we have a private law, we have a mercantile law, we have a law of enrichment, right? We have a public law, we have a private law, we have a mercantile law, we have the law of enrichment. And this question is asking which division of law is applicable. So let's go and try to show you how to answer such a question, right? So you must know that in South Africa, we have a private law and what we called a public law. Let me do this so that I write in bigger. We have a private law and a public law. Those are the two main divisions of the law. Private law